everyone, and welcome to the Preschool AllStars podcast. I'm Bethany Johnson, and my guest today is Eboni Griffith. How are you doing today, Eboni?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Great, and we're excited to have you on. I can't wait to hear what you got going on over there. First, let's get a little backstory. I'm distracted by your kitchen because I have the same play kitchen.
Oh, okay.
But I just want to get a little backstory about what was going on with you before you decided to start your own preschool.
So a couple months before the pandemic, I was doing daycare in my home.
Okay.
And then the pandemic happened, and then I lost the one kid that I did have within that couple of months. And so I ended up on unemployment, and then I decided to try working in finance. And so I actually got my life insurance license, and then I was working on investment licenses. And through that process is when I realized a lot of adults have money issues. And so I thought, what if I could combine this through my love for working with children and help them with just learning about money. So that's kind of where I thought.
This is exciting. Yeah. Okay, so that's a big difference between daycare and finance. What made you want to make that switch? And what's your background in? Have you always done childcare, or had you done finance stuff? Do you have a degree in one of them?
No, I've always worked with kids. My mom started home daycare to be home with me when I was a kid. So I've always been around children, and I've always known that I wanted to work with children. And so when I started my daycare, that's kind of where that came from. And then I'm always been good with money. So when that opportunity came, I just thought, why not? I was on unemployment anyway. So I just started doing that. And
awesome. Did you like that?
I did like it. I did. And
then when you figured out a way to meld it, totally. Yeah. That's really awesome.
To work with kids, so
yeah, I'm interested to hear how you're melding that, because that's a totally new concept. I don't think we've even talked about on here, and that's a great idea. We definitely need that starting younger and younger these days. So that was your idea to kind of meld it. And then did Joy just pop up on Facebook? Did the Facebook hear you?
So yeah, so it's kind of funny. She did pop up on Facebook, but in that Facebook ad that I saw, it was my daughter's online Spanish preschool teacher.
What?
Talking about Joy's book. Yeah. So
that's so funny. So your daughter was already taking an online Spanish class from one of the Preschool AllStars. And then, oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah. So Kristen Lucas Smith is who she was in her class.
Yes, we've interviewed her on here.
Yeah. And so I asked her, well, actually, I didn't ask her. I just told her that I was going to get Joy's book. And she said she had an extra copy and gave it to me. So that's where it happened. And then also it kind of wraps around too, because like I mentioned, my mom was doing daycare when I was little. And one day I was going through CDs in my home, and I found Joy's 7 Secrets to Starting Your Preschool. So my mother had also encountered Joy at some point.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Wow. Full circle. Yeah. Okay. So that's a really cool story. So you got her book, and what happened from there?
And so I read the book really quickly, and I noticed that this is what I was waiting for, because working with my mom a little when she had her daycare when I was older, I knew that I wanted to have a preschool, because I had started working in preschools, and I saw that, this is where I want to be, but I didn't know how to get there. And so after reading the book, I was like, okay, this is the answer. So.
And was it, when you knew you wanted to work with preschool, was it the age group, or was it like that you wanted to, you knew you specifically wanted to do the half day for the hours, or was it more the age?
It was the age. Age. And then also the curriculum. With daycare, it's more like, not so structured. And so I wanted to do that structured preschool.
Awesome. So you read the book, and did you decide you wanted to do an online or a local?
So I started with online. I decided to do online because people were still not sure if they wanted to bring their kids. And so even though I still had my daycare license, I kept it active throughout that time, but I started online, and that's what I did for 5 months when I started.
And how did that go?
It went really well. I had 4 kids enrolled, and then my daughter was also in my class. So that went really well.
And did you do pre-recorded or lives or both?
I did all live. I started with a little pre-recorded, but I felt like live, I could interact with the kids more. And
Hmm.
so it ended up being mostly live. And I also put that money aspect in there, money skills, and the kids loved it. So it
Yeah. So
really,
okay. So how do you integrate this? Because I'm interested in this. I think that's a great idea. What kind of stuff do you do to introduce it and integrate it with their normal? I'm assuming like math lessons or
yeah,
literacy
yeah. So
lessons. Yeah.
counting, we use a lot of the pennies for counting.
Okay.
Um, Talking about, identifying the different coins and dollars, and then also music, some songs that had to do with money. And then
Hmm.
also at the end of every class, I would have we started the class with the empty piggy bank.
Okay.
And every class, each kid got to choose which coin they wanted to put in the piggy bank. So they got to see their money grow. And
Oh, I
so
love
that's how
that.
I incorporated it.
That's super fun. And how did you find those families? Did you do the founding family script?
I did, but those families, most of them came from social media. One of them was from the sponsorship that I did. I was
Okay.
able to sponsor one student. And so that's where one of them came from, but mostly all on social media.
Okay, awesome. So you did that for a few months, and then have you always like had the intention of transitioning to the local anyways?
Yes, yes. I
Okay.
just was waiting for the right time to do it. And so I did that this past fall in August.
And how's
I
it
started.
going?
Well, actually, I started before that because I did a little summer program. So I
Okay.
started with the summer to see how that would go. And so I did 2.5 hours a day during the summer, and that went well. And then so in fall, I decided to do a longer program from 9 to 2:30.
Okay. So how's it going now? And did you stop the online to transition, or are you doing both?
I did. I stopped the online to transition, but I've been working on an online program for 2023. So
Okay.
I plan to do both of them together at some point.
Okay. How much did you charge for your online, and how many days a week did you do the live classes?
So for online, I charged 67 a month, and I did 3 days a week for 30 minutes.
Okay. And now how many days a week is your local?
Monday through Friday. And so they have the option to do 2 days, 3 days, or 5 days. And then
Okay.
they also have the option to do half day in the morning or afternoon, or they can do the both classes, so full day.
Okay. And say your hours again one more time. What's the morning class and what would the afternoon class be?
So the morning class is 9 to 11:30, and then the afternoon is 12 to 2:30. And
Okay.
then if they stay the full day, they would just stay from 9 to 2:30.
Do you provide lunch or they bring a lunch?
They bring lunch. I
Okay.
provide 2 snacks.
Okay. And how many kids do you have or can you have? And do you have, you're still licensed under the daycare license,
Mhm.
just running it as the
Right.
preschool? Hmm.
Yeah.
So how
Yeah,
many
so
kids can you have?
I'm licensed for 8. I've decided I want to stay within 6.
Okay.
And so right now I have 3 enrolled, and then sometimes my daughter's here.
Okay. And how old is your daughter?
She's 5.
And how's it been being able to incorporate her into your business?
Nice. She enjoys having the kids around, and they enjoy her too. So it's been good. And I have a son too, but he's in school during those hours. But
Okay.
it's just nice to be able to be home with the kids.
Yeah, absolutely. So how do you market your local program? Do you
For
still go with the money niche, and what exactly do you call it?
So my preschool's name is Miss Emery's Preschool. I do incorporate the money skills in there. Like I have play ATMs and play cash registers and grocery store. So we do incorporate a lot of the money skills and math together in the program. And then I market mostly online.
Okay. Like on social media?
Yes.
Cool. And how has that been working? Do you think that's where you're gonna focus your marketing?
I think it helps get my name out more and more people to see me, that I exist. I think that's what I use the online for the marketing. But I also noticed that I do get a lot of calls from Google. So my
Mm,
Google listing is really important.
And when you do online, are you like posting in moms groups, or are you like buying Facebook ads, or how are you doing that?
I've tried ads. I haven't been successful with ads. It's mostly like talking to people.
Hmm.
So if someone comments maybe in a mom group that they're looking for preschool, I'll just put my website.
Yeah, I've noticed the same thing. Facebook ads I think I just maybe not doing it the right way, but I've never really gotten anything from Facebook ads. It's all
Right.
been like
Yeah.
organic,
Mhm.
looking for people looking for preschool and then just posting.
Right. Right.
So what would you say your 5 to 10 year goal of your school is? Where would you like to see it go ideally?
I like the home setting because right now it's in my home. So I like the home setting. I would like to grow it bigger, but kind of thinking how I can still keep that homey feel. If I was to get a center.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, that's kind of been what I've been thinking about. But I definitely plan to get a bigger home and maybe transition the preschool into the garage and make that the space.
Where
But
is the space right now? Is it in a bedroom or the living room or
no, it's kind of in different parts of my home. So I
okay.
have this is my dining room actually, and then I
Okay.
have another space that's in a different type of room that I use for circle time. And then I also have a outdoor covered patio. So the kids play out there as well. So different parts.
Awesome. And are your kids, the ones that you have now, are they mostly half day or full day?
They are I have a couple that are half day and a couple that are full day.
Okay. And what
Yeah.
do you charge for half day, full days versus 2 or 3 days a week or five?
So it kind of depends on so within the cheapest is 130 a month, and that would be my 2 days a week half day. And
Hmm.
then I go all the way up to the 5 days for the full day, 9 to 2:30 is 660 a month.
Nine. Okay. Cool. Awesome. And how are things different? I mean, I know they're very different, but now as opposed to like when you were doing the finance, what were the struggles there as opposed to the things you're dealing with now? How are things different and kind of is it lining up like you wanted? Is it working out when you were doing the finance? Is this what you were picturing it would be like?
Yes, it is. It and a little bit better too, because it seems like the kids really enjoy just money. They really enjoy it. And so it's not something that has to be taught to them. They want to know about it and they're asking questions. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, a little bit better than I imagined. And it's my passion to work with kids too. So it's fun to me. It's just fun.
Mhm. And are you still doing anything with, like, the adult finance side? Have you thought about maybe doing, even for online, like, adult finance classes or anything like that to add to your business?
I have in the past, but I'm so focused on the
Focused on
kids.
preschool?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I have thought of it though, but I feel like my passion is just with the little
with
ones.
kids. Yeah.
Even when I was going to college, I was planning on being a teacher. And I noticed during that time I just loved the under five.
Mm,
So that's kind of where I focus on.
awesome. And how has being part of, the Preschool AllStars helped you along the way?
It's helped tremendously because, like I said, I didn't know how to get here to doing just preschool, and Joy's program just laid it all out step by step. So
Mhm.
I feel like I'm in the right place, doing the right thing that I'm supposed to be doing, and even in the future, I know that Joy's program has things in there that will help me in the future. So
Yeah, she has every
it's
step. If
perfect.
you do the
Yeah,
preschool university, every
yeah.
step to yeah, all the way to selling it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Right,
totally.
right.
So you market it, give me the like exact verbiage that your market. Is it like money management focused curriculum? Do you say finance
I
focused?
I do say finance focused. I feel like people really don't understand what that means until I explain what exactly I'm doing with money with preschoolers.
Mhm.
So I feel like when I put it in my marketing, it's not as impactful as when they actually come and meet me and I'm able to explain my program. So even with online, when I do meet and greets over Zoom, and I explain and tell them, I did little packets where I sent the kids play money and play wallets and things like that. So they really understand more of what that means.
That's awesome. So when you decide to start back up with your online, how are you going to do the live classes after your local classes, or are you going to try and incorporate them together?
That's what I am working on trying to figure out, because I feel like some people are okay with just pre-recorded, but then some people really want that live. And I really enjoyed doing live, interacting with the kids, in live. Um, but I feel like it may be a little bit difficult to do after my in-person classes.
Yeah, it's hard. I'm doing that
I'm trying
now.
to
It's hard.
figure
It's a
that
lot.
out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially with kids. And
Mm-hmm.
I really like to be involved with my kids, so cutting it off at 2:30 and then my kids get out at 3 has been perfect, because
Mm-hmm.
I'm able to give them attention when they get home. So I think just figuring that part out, how I would do live, is what I've been working on for the new
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to figure out that schedule, especially if you start having people from different time zones,
year.
because then
Right.
they're later. And yeah, it's definitely a juggle too. I'm still trying to figure out that juggle right now, trying to figure out
Okay.
where to fit in live classes and not. But I mean, if you listen to the podcast, we have women who do it, who do all pre-recorded, who do some live, some pre-recorded. Some of them do it while they're doing their local and they incorporate that into their local. So there's tons of different models you can use. It's just kind of what works best for you and your family, I guess.
Right.
What
And
would
maybe
you
weekends might be an option.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, absolutely. What would you say to any woman who is where you were last year or 2 years ago and thinking about starting off on their own journey, but not quite sure? What would you say to encourage them?
I would say if you've found joy, definitely invest in her program. And then also, once you start, just don't stop. I feel like uh, a few people may stop, but not knowing, what's to come of the future. So I would definitely say if it's a passion, to start and then don't stop. That would be
Mm-hmm.
my
Mm-hmm.
advice.
Yeah. It can be really easy when you're really excited about something to just like, this is what I'm going to do. And then like it gets a little hard and the excitement starts to wane and
Right.
less and less, but you got to keep the enthusiasm up to keep
Yes.
your grind going, to get it going. Totally. Absolutely. Well, Ebony, thank you so much for joining me to tell your story. And I can't wait to
You.
check back in next year and see how your program has grown.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a great weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
If you'd like to have a success story just like that one, I invite you to join our Preschool AllStars. It's my exclusive membership community where you'll get mentorship from me with weekly Q&A lives, support and guidance, and friendship from hundreds of women on the exact same journey as you, starting, running, and growing their preschools, and my exclusive access to Preschool University, every training and done-for-you file that you'll need for every milestone on your journey to help you start, run, and grow your preschool. We've all been there, and we've got the exact same steps that you need to go through, but we do it all very quickly so that you don't have to waste time or money doing the wrong things at the wrong time. We'd love for you to join our Preschool AllStars membership. Just go to preschoolallstars.com or click the link in the description to immediately jump into Preschool AllStars. Again, go to preschoolallstars.com and we'll see you there.